first. All right. First pitch coming up. Chandler Simpson up now for the Mets. And a foul ball. Oh, 1 down. Lifted in the air, left field, pretty well struck. And there's one away. Now up to hit Francisco Lindor. This is another guy capable of hitting tape measure home runs. And first offering is fouled off. Tap foul at the plate. That one just missing inside. 1-2 to count. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. This one in the air. Wilson has a beat on it. 2 away now. 2 outs, base is empty. Here's a big power threat. Juan Soto. That one outside. And that is ball 1. Foul ball there. Ball to strike. The pitch. There's a strike. That one way inside. Two down, nobody on. And it's fouled off. They'll do it again. Payoff pitch. Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. Struck him out swinging. He battled for a long time. Ready to go for the last half of the inning. And on the hill, Christian Scott. What do you have on him, Chris?
Well, because he doesn't have plus stuff, it's going to be critical that his skipper keeps a close eye on him. Second time, third time through the order, we see the OPS jump dramatically.
And the 0-1. That one fouled off. The 0-2. Fouls that off to the left, and we'll do it again. Stays alive. Swing and a miss. And he's down on strikes. And one away. At the plate, Jacob Wilson. Swing and a base hit. Around first, heading for 2. Into second, and he's got a double.
First pitch swing in, went up there with the plan to be aggressive. Nice line drive to the pull side right there, but he didn't spin off of it. That's the key. You still have to extend through the baseball in order to hit a line drive like that.
That's out number 2. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. now. Outside low. Ball 1. That's to third. Baden. Play made. That ends the inning. We move ahead to the top of the second now. And now the Mets DH, Bo Bichette. Fouled off. He was late. Ground ball up the middle, and it's through for a hit. So a man on base to start the inning.
Once you get the ball by the pitcher, there's a lot of base hits up the middle, even on ground balls. So a nice job to use that big hole and get himself a hit.
Base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out.
A couple of singles back to back. Got the top of the ball a little bit, but not much. That was hit pretty hard through the infield, so I think he'll be happy with that swing. Definitely generated some good bat speed.
Outside with a breaking ball. And now 2 balls and a strike.
Could be some action here on this next pitch. Couple runners on. Probably a challenge pitch coming.
And fouled off. On the ground, and it goes just foul. 2-2 now. Simeon waits. Line drive, base hit. Bichette around third and headed home. He will score, and they take the lead. It's an RBI single, 1-0.
That's now 3 hits in a row for the offense. Pitch was in and off the plate. So hard to do anything with the pitch in that location, but somehow he got the barrel to it and hit it well. Pretty amazing.
A little out front there as he swings through it. Runners at the corners, nobody out. Here in the third and final game of the series. Off the mark there, ball 2. Baden checks his swing, appeal to third. He did not go around. 3-2. Swing and a miss, struck him out. Francisco Alvarez up now for the Mets. Swing and a miss, strike 1. Pulls that one foul. Runners at the corners, 1 away. Here at the top of the second. Springer drop step going back, and that is foul. That one missed. Gets a piece and stays alive. Ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. In comes the runner from third. It's an RBI single, and they lead by 2.
Still able to come through behind in the count right there. Really nice job staying up the middle with his approach. He didn't try to do too much with the pitch. Just shot it through the infield.
Turned on, but foul wide of third. Two on, 1 out. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Back to the top of the Mets order. Chandler Simpson, the next to hit. Swing and a ball lifted in the air, shallow left field. And that is that. Bottom of the second, and now for the Jays, George Springer. He's someone that really beats up on right-handed pitching. The lefties, however, give him a little bit more trouble. And that one is lifted in the air. 1 up, 1 down. And now it's Dalton Varsho.
That's a ball.
The 1-2. And there's a ball.
Really good take, especially with 2 strikes.
Fights it off. He'll see another. Drilled in the air, high and deep right field. Going back on this one. Makes the catch up against the wall. Nathan Lucas digs in now. Fouled off left side. On the ground, right side. Out with room to spare, and that's the inning. On to the third inning, and stepping in for New York, Francisco Lindor. Pop foul out of play off to the right. The 0-1. Swings through that one out in front that time. That's foul off to the right side. Keeps the AB going. Here's the 0-2. Fouls it back with 2 strikes. Spoils a 2-strike pitch, and he'll see another. Gets a piece there. We'll do it again. Oh, great stop. And they get the out. Here's Juan Soto. Went down on strikes his first time through. Hammered down the right side, but foul. Soto getting the start in left, hitting third in the lineup, and his batting average this season is over .320. And that's a strikeout. Matthew Ross says he went around. 2 down, bases empty. Bo Bichette up now for the Mets. On the ground, right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. As we go to the last of the third. And now for the Jays, Andres Jimenez. In the air to left center. Soto settles underneath it. And there's one down. In steps the man they call Captain Kirk. Out towards right center field. And there are 2 outs. Back to the leadoff spot in the Blue Jays lineup. Anthony Santander will hit next.
No.
Outside low, 2-1. Fought off foul. 2 down, nobody on. And it remains 2-2. No question about this one. It's out of here. He'll take a trot around the bases. Now at the plate, Jacob Wilson. That one lifted to left. And that is that. Back now in Toronto as we go to the top of the 4th. Jorge Polanco up now for the Mets. Swinging a foul out of play.
Well, these Mets showing great discipline at the plate, and patience definitely seems to be the name of their game in this one. They're doing a good job of working the pitch count, and they've been able to push a couple of runs across to score as well.
This one ripped, but foul to the right.
Still relatively early, but with the pair of runs already on the board, the ripple effect of that high pitch count might set them up to do more damage later in this game.
And a swing and a miss. Down on strikes. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Now it's Marcus Semien. Swing and a miss as he was late. Strike 3, and that's 2 in a row. So up next for New York, Brett Beatty struck out swinging his first time. He swings and fouls one off. Late swing, foul to the left. 2 down, nobody on. A little bit high, and that's ball 2. A little bit low.
He's really tightening up his hitting zone with 2 strikes here. I love it.
There's a swing and a drive. Way back there. He won't get there. That should be extra bases. The relay, but he's in there easily.
Put a very nice swing on that pitch right there. Got one to drive and just kept it fair down that right field line and into the corner. And it's almost impossible to track those down as an outfielder.
That's out number 3. Bottom of the 4th, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. He was late there, strike 1.
Well, he's been incredibly efficient in this one. First pitch strike percentage over 70%. That's well above league average, and that's what's allowed him to pitch well up until this point.
0-2. Knocks that one away, and we'll do it again. In the air, left field. Soto on his way over. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. 1 down. Here's Vladimir Guerrero Jr. He's 0 for 1. And that one fouled off. The Mets up by a run. We're here in the bottom of the 4th. Swing and a miss, as he was out front that time. On the ground to the left. To first. Already 2 gone here in the home 4th. And it'll be George Springer to step to the plate. Flied to right his first time. This one in the air, center field. Robert under this one. That is the inning. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 5th. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. That one ripped, and that's got extra bases written all over it.
Well, no waiting around right there. He was ready to swing it. First pitch, just as soft.
Tommy Nance gets the call from the pen.
Just trying to keep this one close here, and this is where a bullpen can give their players a chance to fight back into the game.
To Jimenez. Throw to first, but he beat it. 1 out man at first. And next for the Mets, Francisco Lindor. Pitch out, but no action. The 1-0. Lindor checks his swing. Appeal down to third. And he went around, according to Darryl Parker.
That's the ball.
Two down. Tried to check his swing there. Appeal to third. No swing. He held up. Darryl Parker with the call there. Payoff pitch. Runner on the go. Throw to second. Great jump. And that is a stolen base. It wasn't even close. Juan Soto now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Man on second, 2 down.
Ball 2.
Check swing. He held up. And now 3-1. Started after it. Appeal to third. No swing. That's ball 4. He walked him. Bo Bichette up to the dish. Check swing. He held up. Ball 1. Makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. Back now in Toronto. And now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Scott back to work. Rolled softly, but that goes foul. Deal 1. That one ripped, but foul.
He's gone off speed. He needs to elevate here with 2 strikes out of the zone.
And that's ruled a swing. It's a strikeout. Nathan Lucas next up for the Blue Jays. 0 for 1 so far. And that is out of play. Deal 1. Line drive, and it stays fair. Now he'll turn for second. And now the tying run is into scoring position. Here's Andres Jimenez. Fly to left his first time.
Oh.
Good slider down and in can be so hard to get on plane with. You're better off taking that pitch.
And a count 1-2. Man at second. Oh, he can't hang on. Gets off a throw, and no shot to get him at first. There's 2 aboard.
Well, that certainly feels good when you can win the at-bat after being down in the count, up against it with 2 strikes right there. That's one of those you classify as just too hot to handle. Hit it on the screws, and it couldn't be fielded cleanly, but you can't really blame the defense in that case.
Here comes Anthony Santander in a big spot. He's already homered in this game. And that misses. And it's 1-0. A bit behind with that swing. It's strike 1. And a count 1-2. 2 on, 2 outs. And now 2-2. Keeps the at bat going with a foul ball. Here's a 2-2. That's down and in.
Definitely got the hitter conscious of the pitch inside. Really think the outer half is open.
And they're all loaded up. So up next for Toronto, Jacob Wilson. 1 for 2. Ball 1 there. Swing and a miss. And a count even 1-1. In for a strike, and now just 1 pitch away from surviving the inning. Got him swinging. It's a strikeout. Top 6, and stepping in for New York, Jorge Polanco. Foul ball there.
Well, these Mets, simply put, are producing a lot of quality swings. They've hit 7 line drives already, and even though some of them have been for outs, there's nothing wrong.
The tag, and he's out. Here is Marcus Semien. And first offering is fouled off.
Oh, ball 1.
Line to left, and that's just foul. That misses. 2 balls, 2 strikes.
Really nice slider right there, sweeping across the dish, but just couldn't hang the edge.
And a payoff pitch. And there's ball 4.
Up next for the Mets, third baseman.
Man at first. Beatty Up now for the Mets, Braden Fisher gets handed the rock out of the pen.
Pretty tight game, so they're looking for quality pitches out of him right here. Got to do his best to keep the score right where it is.
And that one is lifted in the air, and that's got extra bases written all over it. Brings it in, out, number 2. So digging in, Francisco Alvarez. Fisher, 25 years old, and he was drafted in the 4th round back in 2018.
Last couple of pitches breaking balls away. I think he's going to have to come firm inside to be able to open up that location if he wants to go back there later in this count.
This one in the air, center field, and that'll do it. Bottom of the 6th inning, and now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Check swing. Did he go? Yes, he did. That's strike 1. Swing and a ball lifted in the air. Soto gets under it. And there's one away. Vladdy Jr. stepping to the dish now. Cruising on the mound right now, but a dangerous hitter here in this spot. A guy with some slug to him.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. He's painting the corners, working on the edges, and changing speeds. Just a difficult one. You tip your cap.
This one chopped on the ground, but foul. Here's a 1-2. Check swing, tried to hold up, now an appeal to first. And he couldn't hold back. He's rung up on strikes. Here's George Springer. Out to center. Robert settles under this one. And the inning is over. Back here at Rogers Center, we go to the top of the 7th. Luis Robert Jr. up now for the Mets. This one in the air, center field. Varsho settles underneath it. Takes it in for the out. And there's one down. So back to the top of the order. Chandler Simpson now at the plate.
Nope, that's off the plate.
Misses with the 2-0, and he's fired 3 straight outside the strike zone. Breaking ball in there for a strike.
That slider breaking in can be a tricky pitch. If you don't finish it and have that bite at the end and it stays out over the plate, it can get hit a long way. But that was a good one right there.
One gone runner. New pitcher now for the Jays, Jeff Hoffman.
They know that he can get a right-hander out, but he's in position to face a couple of lefties this inning.
And that's got extra bases written all over it. Pulls it down and he makes the catch. Here's Juan Soto. Got to be careful with a slugger like this because he can turn it into a 3-run game in the blink of an eye.
Well, they say it's the best pitch in baseball. Strike 1. You get ahead on a good hitter as well. Gives a little bit more confidence to move through the at-bat.
That one finds the zone, and the count 1-2. Sets him down on strikes. That was pretty set for the last half of the 7th, and now for the Jays, Dalton Varsho. Brooks Raley on to pitch out of the pen here.
Well, the best relievers love the opportunity to come in and protect a tight lead late in the ball game. Some of them are just wired different, so we'll see what he's got here.
Swings through that one. Swings and misses. That's strike 2.
So now it's all about protect mode. Try to shorten up, try to track the ball, block it if you have to.
Cuts and misses. It's a strikeout.
Up next.
So now the DH spot. Pinch hitter coming on, Kazuma Okamoto.
And he would be the tying run, Boog, so we may see him try to launch one if he gets a good pitch to handle.
On the ground to short, Lindor. Throws to first in time. Andres Jimenez. Next up for the so now pinch hitter for the Blue Jays, Ernie Clement, trying to get something going for him with 2 away. Right side, and that chance handled. Gets him easily, ends the inning. We go to the 8th. So now here's the Mets DH, Bo Bichette. That one the other way, and out number 1 on the grab. The batter now, Jorge Polanco, 1 for 3. Swings through that one, 0-1. Hits the top of the zone at 98 for a strike. Foul ball left side. He'll see another. The 0-2. Popped up. 2 down. And up next for New York, Marcus Semien.
Second baseman, Marcus Semien.
From a pitcher's perspective, that's a beautiful splitter right there. As a hitter, you don't like it, but he's commanded his fastball and out of that.
Oh, this one high and deep, way back there. And that lands in no man's land, a foul ball. And that's downstairs. And the count is 1-2.
Man, this has been a real important inning in relief. I mean, so far, they've been doing a great job holding that deficit at 1.
2 down, nobody on. Swings through it for the K. The high heat. On to the bottom of the 8th. Here's the Toronto catcher, Alejandro Kirk. Sharp grounder, that's through for a base hit. And the tying run is on with a leadoff single.
He was all over that one. Timing on the swing was good, able to shoot the ball up the middle. Didn't square it up as much as he probably would have liked, but that's a good approach paying off.
Next offering is down low. 2 balls, no strikes.
2-0 count. You really don't want to give in here. You got to work the edges, really execute a pitch. Hopefully you can get back into this count.
The 2-1. Breaking ball misses down and away.
On this count, runner not known for his speed, but I think you got to put him in motion. Try to avoid a double play here, Boog.
Oh, look at the stop. There's one to first. Double play. Nicely done. Here's the shortstop at the plate, Jacob Wilson. The new pitcher in the game, Luke Weaver.
These are the spots relievers really make a name for themselves, late and close. There's not much margin for error, but at the same time, there's a reason.
Beatty to first. That ends the inning. Well, 1-run game. Now third baseman, Brett Beatty. We're back. It's the top of the 9th. And there's a new pitcher on the mound, Tyler Rogers. Ripped, but it curls foul. And a swing and a miss. There's that slider. Rogers, 35 years old. He joined the team as a free agent. Battling here as he fouls it away. And the 0-2. Fights it off. He'll see another. Good eye in that spot. Good job to fight that one off. Fouls it off. Still 1-2. Stays alive. One away. Here's the catcher, Francisco Alvarez. Rogers fills up the zone, forces contact, so not a huge strikeout guy, but he's going to make the hitters beat him. Doesn't issue a lot of walks, so the pressure is really on the batter to make something happen. The 1-1 is fouled off.
And although you like the fact that guy throws strikes, guy gets contact, and not always great contact, the fact that when you have runners on, if that ball's in play, there's still a good chance that a run gets pushed across, whether it's earned or not.
Out towards right center field. 2 up, 2 down. Command in the zone is such a crucial part of it, right?
You know, it's not just throwing strikes, but it's throwing quality strikes, and it's having quality misses as well. What's a quality miss? Missing just off the plate rather than over the plate.
Got him. That's the 3rd out. Last chance for the home team. And now for the Jays, Addison Barger. Devin Williams comes out trying to close it out.
Well, he's the guy they hope to turn to out of the pen to lock down wins. So this game has gone to plan more or less. Let's see if he can wrap it up here.
Just missed. And that's pushed foul off to the left and out of play. The 1-1.
Well, an interesting situation. One swing you can tie up the ball game, but if you're patient and work a walk, then you bring the game-winning run to the plate.
Keeps the at-bat going with a foul ball. And that skips in the dirt. Foul. We'll see another payoff pitch. Looking to get the tying run on base. Swing and a high fly ball left field. Brings it in. 1 up, 1 down. Vladimir Guerrero Jr. next up for the Blue Jays. Known for his late inning heroics. In the air to left center. Robert turns to the right on the move. 2 down. 1 out left for the Blue Jays. And the batter is George Springer. 3 flyouts already. He's 0 for 3. And misses inside.
Well, as good as things can be, it can be a tough day at the office, even for the skippers. Seeing the offense just sputter, not able to get anything going.
2 down, nobody on. They're down to their final strike. That one missed. Got him, and that's the ball game. Scott with his first major league win.
Yeah, nicely done. I'm sure he'll feel very good about that and get the ball for his trophy case, as he should.